combine season. Time to get these things ready to go. The head, that is, at least. The actual combine should be pretty much ready to go. Besides, put some shields over the grain tank doors. And I think Eric's gonna blow the grain tank out for black beans. Do you know what you're doing?
I do.
Where's your grain cart? Do this, you gotta unlock this.
It will move.
Unlock this, and then it's this finger button right there. There it is.
I didn't know which one you had saved, but I was going off the screen and that wasn't moving.
What are we trying to do?
I don't know. Brody said he wanted it tilted forward.
Oh, it's because he wants the safety stop in. Safety.
You do that?
Yeah.
What do you need, Brody?
Up. There it was. Alrighty, we're safe now. Doesn't it feel safe?
It does. Lock her in.
So what are you seeing?
It ain't field ready. Gathering chains are loose. This is new for the folding heads.
Oh my, that looks like a lot of linkage and parts to move. Okay, I don't think the oils have been checked. And that's literally the worst job on corn head service, so I'm sure it'll all need to be changed. Should we take a look at this guy's eye?
That reminds me of last.
Look at that. It's just like
It
working
does kind
with
of.
Duggo
It's a
after
little
surgery.
sore. Mostly because I got hit after it popped. Yeah.
So when you food poisoned yourself on that carbonata,
Calamari.
oh that stuff.
Midwest calamari. The freshest around. Never
Yeah.
frozen.
He
Not a good
was
thing. Yeah, so then I was relieving myself of that Camarado.
it popped his eye vessel.
Anyways, less about my physical looks. You know, I remember from 2 winters ago changing all that gearbox oil on them other heads. Maybe we should just use them.
Was that you that threw something at me?
I don't know.
I'm liking this news. It's new oil. It's on the dipstick. No changing needed. Shop truck. And I've got your mid size. So we got to lower this down so we can do some more oil level checks. I did check all the gearboxes and the plugs. All oil was good, and I would say it's been ran one season. It looks new, but there's still some filings in there that would make me lead to believe it's been ran one season. But that's good. I think that's in our regular intervals. It was once every other year, so they didn't put as many acres on the heads as we do, so I think it'll be fine. So we are taking apart all of these spring tighteners that hold the gathering chains on nice and tight. They weren't tightened properly to begin with, and then when we started tightening it, Brody's like, we gotta take them all apart clean. So, which he's not wrong. It's very, very gummy down in all the moving components. So we're gonna clean those out, get them tightened to specs. Once we get this hooked up, we'll probably run it and oil these chains because they look very rusty. So Eric did find some oil that needs to be changed. I mean, that's not supposed to be black, so that's definitely getting changed. It's not a big deal. It maybe holds half gallon to a gallon in here. There's a big chain that goes in here. It's in an oil bath. So it's constantly getting lubricated, and also it lubricates the bearings up here and down here. So that's necessary to be changed. Plus we got to tighten up this big giant chain down in there. Good. good. So what we're trying to do right now is, and I know we've had to do this to our heads in the past, and I've always manipulated it by the big Swede and the sledgehammer. And some of these deck plates are off more than I feel comfortable sledgehammering it, but I don't see this side. You can have play in the bolt holes, but this side I think is somewhat rigid and not bolted out towards the front.
So swing harder or what?
Well, we can try that method.
Big Swede it.
No brains, blunt force.
Whoa.
Well, that's what this job is. Just don't hit your
That
fingers.
one kind of cut deep. All right. Oh! Oh! It's probably because I can't see out of my left eye. I don't think I'm moving it.
It's so springy. So the other option we would have is loosen up these bolts and maybe push this side up some. That's a lot of work. But we can't have it that far off. All right, we got the snoots leveled, the chains tightened, oil's checked, greased. Should we see if it can fold?
I don't think it will.
I was pushing buttons and I found the page we're supposed to be in, but I have no idea if it will work or not.
Good thing we have a book for this.
Yeah, of course, auction sale doesn't come with the book. That's an optional feature. You gotta pay another $20,000 for that option. It's a little different view, ain't it? Not used to having all this linkage here. Oh, it needs calibrating. Okay. Okay, where do we gotta go? Here. There. Unlock.
It says position in 1.
Oh boy. It needs a calibration, Brody. We must go to calibrations now. Header. Deck plate. Snow. Starting. High idle. Oh my gosh, we gotta be wide open in the shop. Here we go. Feeder house is too high. Lower feeder house. Okay. Press and hold the react button. Retract button. Oh my gosh. It's happening. Whoa. Here goes the other side. That snout right there, the middle of the screen, folds sideways and then it hinges. Snoot. Row crop divider, technically. Well, it's much narrower than the combine. Well, if nothing else, it's really cool. I hope nothing mechanically fails because of this fancy stuff.
Snap.
Oh, that would be violent if something busted and they both come slamming down. Like a hose. If a hose ruptured.
Great.
I'll be thinking about that every time. Why is the snout hooked? It's not folding. It's not quite like it should be. Oh, here it goes, there it goes. Oh, come on, little buddy, go! It's jammed, and it says calibration is complete. I'd say that's a failed calibration because my snout, my crop divider, is not placed like it should.
That'll work.
Yeah, that would work just great. Well, now that we've calibrated it, technically, I think all I have to do is hit unfold or fold, and away it goes. But why is it not going? Oh, you gotta push and hold it. That's stupid.
Isn't there a button over here?
I don't see a button. Push and hold to unfold. Come on. It's in progress. Look at that. And it's jammed again. So what is the reasoning for we're gonna have to wait for Duggo to tell us about this?
Yeah, he didn't tell me much about him.
Something about they didn't make the tires any longer, so they've had to get new rims, go to the radial style tire, different tread pattern.
All 4, huh?
You gotta do both sides now. Instead of 2, we gotta do 4. Instead of just new rubber, we gotta get new rims.
Also do the front too while we're at it.
Oh man, I think those tires are bigger,
Is this
so
positive?
then it should go faster. Dad said, well, that's not good because it barely gets out of its low gears to begin with. Well, new day. Ben, update. So I got here at the perfect time. They're raising it right now. I wonder where a safe spot to stand is. They're all inside, so I'll just stay here and watch. So they're on ring number 15. They're gonna be raising it to put the 16th ring on. This one's got, I believe, one more wind ring than that one. That's because we put a side draw on right at the base, 2 rings up, I believe, so that we can gravity flow the bin almost completely empty into a drag conveyor. Plus its wind rating, I believe, is stronger. So I don't know if you can see, but there's that little black thing on the side of the bin. That's where they started yesterday, and they're just getting going for the day today. So they did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rings yesterday. Now they're done with the wind rings, so they can really make some progress quickly. Isn't that cool? Slow and steady. Actually goes pretty quick, but I imagine they gotta make sure. I don't really honestly know how this works, but how they keep it all going up level. I'm sure probably the machine does that. Isn't this fascinating? So now, as I've said in the past videos, they set the next row of sheets up on the inside. You can't see it obviously until they raise the bin up. So then when they got it up, they can quick get that installed as quickly as possible. Pretty cool, really cool. I hope this interests you as much as it interests me. They're really giving her. Holy cow, that is way too loud in there for me. Toby, come on, get out of there. Good job, boys. I wish I could tell them that. I don't speak English, whoa. They don't speak English, I don't speak Spanish. So it's just awkward, me just standing there with a camera, but it's cool, it's fascinating. They're like machines, you shove in bolts and they don't even have wrenches, just sockets that they hold to get the bolts started. That's cool. Don't quote me on this, but I heard someone say they think that there's roughly 25 to 30,000 bolts gonna be in that bin. And they're all put in one at a time, and a nut put on, and an impact gun on every one. Wow, that's gotta be, I'm sure they're used to it, but that would be a very daunting task if someone told me that I had to do that. Toby! He's kitty hunting again. He's out of here. So you gave up on the combine, we're back to tillage.
Yeah.
Because we need the tillage before the combine. That
we
makes
go.
sense.
Well, there's a lot of peat acres, so yeah, kind of. That don't look right.
That goes from there first. Replacing the lost and broken junk.
Yeah, you think we'll find it this fall?
Why were you late today?
Slept in. Why were you late every other day that I didn't call you out? Got him.
Boom, roasted. See ya.
I need that spring from upstairs since you're not doing anything.
I bought another one.
Oh.
God, your eye is not getting better. Good grief. Look away, kids.
it
You
ain't
could
here.
be scarred for life.
Could be. You will be.
There he is, making noise again. What's this for?
Those look like the washers that go inside the bearing.
Do you want to explain how this went from an expensive fix to a much more expensive fix?
Went from 2 tires of $350 a tire to now new, what do they call rims, wheels. Why is that?
I don't know.
So the rim is a wheel now, and the tire I think is still a tire, but now the shop truck has been pimped out with brand new white, I believe Dayton wheels.
And that was because of why?
Because the old 10-120 tire was
Discontinued.
yeah, more or less, very hard to get, and they didn't have none, and they needed to be on order. And I never noticed this. Is this gonna miss? When the seat tender is maxed out, the spring suspension here, is that gonna miss?
Might be torching this out.
Well, we won't know till we know. Take a last look at the nice rubber, because when you back up, when the suspension is maxed out and this gouges in and tears off big lugs, yeah. Maybe Dad, what do you think?
Looks
Not good.
iffy to me.
Now you can get her up to 65 though, I bet.
Well, yeah, that could be.
I suppose there goes speedometer. Toby don't want to look. Yeah. Okay, well, that's that disappointing story.
So these tires are somewhat challenging to put on. I'm sure you guys can comment and tell me what these are called. But basically they're big wedges that wedge in against the rim, and you get to tighten this side, that side, and then you get to rotate this to make sure you get them on square. So I got my fancy can down there that I put against the tire. Wherever it touches the tire, or touches the can, I tighten there, and then I rotate, and then I'll tighten here, or maybe there. And basically you're just evening your tire out, or working it in nice and tight, all as one. And it works out actually pretty decent. I got this like really, really nice. Like it is a nice even gap all the way around. So they can go really nice like this one did, and then you can have some that just fight so bad. We cheated on how we jacked her up here, which is fine. It's fine, all things are good. I think that's good. I don't think we'll have any hooking. Back up we go to do the other side. What are you into? He's trying to get his bike he's owned since how old?
17.
And how long's it been since it's ran? 5 years? Look at how clean he's kept that thing.
Yeah, it's right here.
The gas is off.
Right here, Eric. Up here, Eric.
The fuel's off.
Yeah, I know that's because all the fuel's leaking out of the carburetor.
So she's seen better days.
Well, I think if I remember right, the last guy that done a carburetor job said I might need a new carburetor. But I gotta go check that bean field. And the best way to check a bean field for aphids is drive through it. And if you come out of there with leather pants, then you've got to spray.
You like that field scouting?
I do. What are you doing? It don't need air. She's true.
Where'd the valve cover go?
You're worried about air and the engine doesn't even run.
Well, you gotta have air first in the tire.
How bad does it leak?
Pretty bad.
My.
Pretty bad. Oh, she's leaking.
I turned it off now.
You can't ride it like that.
I'll wrap a rag around it.
Yeah, like a bomb just waiting to happen. What's up?
Where are these from? What box?
Mine. And that hangs on the west wall. Alright, new radial tires. Maybe some more ground speed. Maybe a better ride. Definitely more readily available than what was on here. So, expensive, but I don't foresee the truck going anywhere for a long time, so at least we can put new rubber on easily. Yeah, I know it's a good tire. I just put that on like a year or two ago, so I don't know why you're not able to get the right tires, but shortage.
Well,
All right, are we gonna go do some field scouting? It's that time of the year where you gotta look for aphids, look for bugs, grasshoppers, when fungicide needs to be applicated.
applicable.
Applicable. I can't talk. Okay, I think the yard's buttoned up pretty well. Got everything parked away. I think it's the time of the night that we end the video, and look at that though.
1020s. 1020. Show them all. They'll all want it. I know. Every one of you are going to want that tire.
You hang it on the wall. It's nice and light.
Oh, God.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next video.